So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to UIU. Now, I am quite the fan of Dreamcatcher. Quite the fan. I have not listened to albums of theirs, but I've listened to every title track since I've known of them. So I've heard a lot of their music, um, a lot of their title tracks rather. I've heard a lot of title tracks from them. There might have been one album of theirs though that I've listened to. I can't recall which one it is. Um, but I'm a fan of them. I'm a fan of Dreamcatcher. Their music does something to me, bro. They're such a talented group. I don't know if what is it? Shion, right? I want to say Shion. I could be incredibly wrong here though, and I don't wish to be. But I remember I want to say that it's Shion. She took a break. I don't know if she's still gone because again, I didn't even know that Dreamcatcher had subunits. Uh, so that is new to me. I don't know if this is a new thing in general, or if they've always just kind of had their subunits. But it seems like this subunit contains. Uh, it contains Yuyun, and it's who else is it? We're gonna find out in a second. But I'm excited. I always love, bro. Dreamcatcher was actually going to end up being the next group that I got into after Mamamoo, but then I don't know, something shifted, and I just started getting like an insane amount of Twice content on my timeline, and so I ended up deciding that Twice is gonna be the next group that I got into. But do not fret. Uh, Dreamcatcher is a group that I'm gonna find myself not necessarily deep diving into because I feel like with the amount of content that Dreamcatcher probably has, especially because what they were Minx before. Were they Minx? Was that their previous name? I can't remember. But I remember went by a different name before they ended up becoming Dreamcatcher, and so I can only imagine the amount of content they may still have from that time, as well as leading up to being Dreamcatcher and all of that content. And so eventually I will get around to doing that. Handong didn't renew? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I didn't realize it's been that long for contract renewals to be a thing. But I guess so actually. I forget that it's 2025. So yeah, they've been around for quite some time. Damn, I did not know that. Wow. That's crazy. I did not realize that. I'm learning. I'm learning. Because again, I used to see a lot of Dreamcatcher content on my Twitter, which is where I usually get a lot of my K-pop related content or news or anything of that nature. But I haven't gotten like a lot in regards to them unless it's like someone's birthday. And so I had no idea what was kind of going on in terms of the group. At least since what Justice was their last release. Was Justice must have been last year, right? 10 months ago? Damn, it does not feel like it. But yeah, last year. Makes sense. Damn, it doesn't feel like it was almost a year ago. That's insane how quickly time has been passing. When did contract renewals happen? I'm unfamiliar of their debut date, so I don't know when their anniversary was. That's actually crazy. I did not know that. 10th of March? Ah, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. So here's what I wish to know if you do know the answer to it. So I know that even though some members don't renew, do they have like some form of like an exclusive contract to still continue as Dreamcatcher, or is it like just a Dunzo thingy and this is kind of like UIU is, you know, because that I know that that is a thing. While Mamamoo as a group have not released content, when I know that when Queen didn't renew with RBW, she went somewhere else for solo activities, but they still continued with Mamamoo like group activities together. obviously in like for a certain period of time. Is that something that's going on with them, or is it just kind of like nothing has been renewed, or like, or is that information not even known? They debuted 2017 January. Oh, okay. There's like I said, I knew they debuted under a different name. Was it 2015 or 2014? And then later they ended up becoming Dreamcatcher. I'm assuming like that disbanded and then they became Dreamcatcher under some like, I don't know if it was under same company or different company or what, but I don't know. Pretty sure them and Happy Face Dreamcatcher company aren't on bad terms and have been a decent company, so they'll probably do something. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I was just curious. So it's like I know some tend to do that. I just didn't know how things were in regards to, well, as you can see, I didn't even know that there were members that didn't renew. So wait, younger members? You said Handong. Who else was younger? Is Dami one of the younger members? I get, but I don't even know ages actually. Is what? Still is older. G is older. I'm assuming Union probably renewed because she's in the subunit. Missing names. Xian, Handong. You said the 3 younger ones didn't. I'm trying to recall. For some reason, I'm like blanking on names. Gayan, that's who I was forgetting. Gayan. Oh, okay. I was like, I knew that there was someone I was forgetting. I don't know how I forgot Gayan. Wow, that's gonna be interesting. Especially if 3 didn't renew. Wait, because Xian's not in this subunit. So is she still on hiatus? I'm curious with that too. Wow, there's so much. I feel I'm so far behind on Dreamcatcher, man. There was like a point in time where I felt like I knew a lot. But I guess that's because I was also probably watching, at the time I was watching reactors and stuff, so I feel like I was caught up on content with that too because they were fans of Dreamcatcher, and so I got information through them as well as Twitter. But because I'm like watching videos a lot on my own too, because I'm watching like a lot of videos on my own and I'm looking at this stuff on stream, I don't really get the chance to look at reactors as much as I used to because I don't want to spoil myself for the song. What I would usually do is after I've seen something myself, then I'll go and watch a reactors thingy. But even then, I don't find myself doing that now unless it's a song that I like really liked. All right, well, with that being said, then we'll be getting into UIU again. I'm forgetting who the 3rd person is that's in the subunit. I say I'm forgetting though, and I've mentioned most of them, so it should be Jiu, Xian, not Xian, my goodness. Jiu, probably, then Sua and Yuyan. I think those are probably the 3 in the subunit then. Alright, let's go. Let's listen to it. Let's see what they give us. I'm curious. I can't recall who my bias was in this group, or if I had one. Oh. Yeah.
Don't think too much. It's like a paradigm. Yeah.
Wait, this is gonna be so fun because wait, with the 3 of them, I'm so used to a certain sound with Dreamcatcher, I didn't even fathom the thought that we could get something different. Wait, I gotta restart. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. So I'm assuming like the U, it's like GU, the Asua, and then the last U is Yuyan, or whatever word they decided to go.
Don't think too much. It's like a paradigm.
Nah, I'm excited. What the hell?
Stop acting like you're mine. Yeah, you're chasing time.
They look great too.
Start from the line, put in, hop on my time machine. I like it. So to an emotion.
Nah, bro, because I'm sorry, I didn't even think about the fact that the sound might be different. But this look on you, young bro? She looks great. Plus, I love her short. Oh, this is kind of crazy. No, this.
Let me like your vibe, 'cause I wanna
Instrumental.
in the middle. Don't wait till down, okay? To reach to my heart some more. So tell me emotion. Trappin', double look in the mansion. Trappin',
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll get distracted by this for a little. Oh, the sledgehammer? This part's just like, I feel like before, I know I'm about to cut it off, but I feel like we're seeing a lot of these little animated bits and music videos. We've been seeing that quite a bit, actually, I feel. And it's so cool to see every time. Oh, the pops? Oh. They're looks, bro. No, cause yo, I keep getting ads for this. Stop! I've seen the music video. I've listened to the album. Triple S, I love you, but stop. Bro, I truly went into this with the mindset of, oh, this is Dreamcatcher. So I was expecting something in the same, like, sound. Like, like the same sound or genre as what we typically get from Dreamcatcher. And so it just completely escaped my mind that this could sound any different from those. So when it started, it actually like got me. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what? And so I had to take a second. I do like this song. I like the song from them. One thing that I don't like about this song, I don't like the chorus. The chorus felt a bit too empty. Yeah, the chorus felt a little too empty. For my taste, I felt like I wanted the chorus to be a tad bit stronger than that. I like the verses. I think the verses had enough going on in it, along with their voices and stuff, for me to really enjoy that. But every time it would go back into the chorus, I'd be like, I want it to hit harder. I didn't completely dislike the chorus, but it wasn't my favorite. I definitely think that the chorus could have had more to it to bring the song up a bit more for me. Again, I didn't completely dislike it, I just didn't care for it. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, see, I keep having to check whether or not these things come with an album. UAU? Yeah, UAU. Dreamcatcher. Okay, so it brought up Dreamcatcher when I typed UIU, right? But it didn't bring up UIU. And I'm assuming it's not going to bring up the songs under Dreamcatcher. Can you please just give me UIU, bro? I'm assuming the song just might not even be on Spotify. That might be the case too. Because otherwise I would have added it. But I actually really did enjoy that. I'm curious to see. Because again, I'm assuming this is a new subunit. I'm assuming. Because again, it's still being uploaded under the Dreamcatcher thing. There's no new thing attached to it. Maybe I have to type URU as opposed to the letters. Okay, URU here. Okay, why did I have to go through a random playlist, brother, to find their page? That's so silly, bro. Why did I have to go through a random playlist to find the song to find their name? That's that's kind of annoying. But I'm adding this song to my playlist. A couple playlists actually. I'm add that to my summer playlist too. Again, while I did want a bit more with the chorus, I like the song overall. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check this out. It's a mini album, not that long, so I can take the time to listen to that one. Will it be listened to this week? It might not get listened to next week or this week. I'll probably listen to it next week because I still promised myself that I would check out Rise's album, but I will check out the mini album for this one. Again, I enjoyed that, so I'm really curious to see what else they put out as this. Again, I'm gonna call them a subunit. It's still being uploaded under the Dreamcatcher's page, and so I'm going to assume that there will still be group activities. Obviously, maybe just not as frequently as before, but I'm going to take it as there will still be group activities, but this is just kind of like a subunit underneath it since it's still being uploaded again to the Dreamcatcher official page. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next and technically kind of final thing.